There we go. Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. Welcome back to the Ted Show. You know how much I absolutely love musical guests. And today we have the one and only Chris Koehn.
Excellent, Ted.
Man, I had to practice that a few times in my head. He's a talented musician and artist, and we're going to talk about Stop Waiting for Happiness to Come, which is on his shirt. He's got one of the best backgrounds for a musician I've had in a while. I love the guitars. Welcome to the show, my friend. How you doing?
Thank you, Ted. Really happy to be here with you. Thanks for the invitation.
I'm super excited to have you on. I love that you branded and you wore a T-shirt that ties in. I mean, you have the branding stuff down, my friend. All right, so the audience, we all love origin story because we all wish we could be entertainers or performers. And so they love to know the journey of how you actually got there. So share a little bit about your background.
Okay, well, I'm an architect as a main profession. I have my design firm. And I've always been very attracted to music. Since I was a kid, I used to go to the record store and spend hours listening to CDs while my friends and others were playing around. So I was really had a very deep connection with music. And I always like to play, make some covers, music covers. And in college, I used to play like 80s parties, custom theme parties, but I never like took the music journey as serious as now. In 2003, my brother passed away.
Sorry.
Thank you, Ted. And I wrote him a song, and another friend was making a movie, and he wanted to dedicate it to my brother. And so he asked me, why don't we use the song you made for him as a main soundtrack for the movie? And I said, okay, but at that time I've never like went into the studio, and I've only recorded some very homey things at home. And when I got to the studio, because the song I played every instrument like bass and sang and guitar, and so I went to a friend's studio, and he said, okay, your mix is okay, but if you did all the music by yourself, why don't you come one day and we make this like a professional version of the song. And so a week afterwards, I went there and I went to the studio, and I was like, wow. I was overwhelmed by the feeling of being with the connection of the amplifiers and how the recording process. So
it fed you. You finally realized you had a passion there.
Yeah, exactly. And I had a passion, and I always thought of it as a hobby. And that at that time it was like, no, okay, it's a hobby, but I want to do it like professionally. And so that's when my music journey began.
It's amazing. How did you, architecture to me, there's a creative side, obviously, but that's also very analytical and very drawing oriented. So how does it work when you're working both sides of the brain? You've got the architecture brain and the creative brain.
Yeah, exactly. It's very interesting because and my days are split like between three hobbies. I run a lot. I run marathons. So mornings I run. Then I go to my workshop and start designing. And afternoons and at night I start making, composing, and recording music. And architecture and music have a lot of similarities. Like for example, the silence in music could be like the void in the space and
I love
texture, or the textures of a material, of a wood, of a stone, could be the texture of the sound of an amplifier, like heated by bulbs. And the
cool. I never thought about that.
They're like similar concepts, each one to their own genre, but they have a lot in common. So it complements me a lot as a person.
That. Where did the topic for Stop Waiting for Happiness to come? There's a reason behind that, and the fact that you have a shirt to back it up tells me there's a good story there.
Well, it's a lyric from one of my songs. It's called Enter the Void. And I always, my music and my lyrics are always about being aware, conscious, and being in the present. I think everybody has different interests in their lives. They want to be architects or broadcasters or any profession, but the only thing like we humans have in common is that we all want to be happy. And there is like this strange force like it's avoiding us to be happy, you know, like if we achieve this, we will be happy then. And then my message with this phrase is stop waiting for happiness to come. It's like happiness is like a state of mind. If you're present, you are grateful with what you have, with your health, with your senses, with your family or your couple, or if you have sons or whatever. You have to value the present, because it's the only thing certain we have in life is death and right now we don't know anything for sure. So this message was like to stop waiting for happiness to come. It's already here. You don't have to wait. Like it doesn't have a outer force to avoid.
Well, I think you're right. I think you're right, Chris. I think a lot of people, it's always waiting. When this happens, I'll be happy, and then that happens, and then when this happens, they'll be happy. It's like this. They're on a journey. You're right. My kids used to hate it that I would say you get to choose to be happy. And they're like, no, I don't want to. That's not right. Then because we have to take control over it. So you're saying, and I love it, that you're really in charge of whether you're going to turn that light switch on or not. And instead of waiting for it to happen, it's already here. Now, what are you going to do with it? And how are you going to make sure that it's part of your everyday life and what you're doing? We're always so busy worrying about what's happening. At some point in time, I'll be happy, but just not right now. And I've never figured out why people just don't go, wait, why do I have to wait for that to happen? Why can't I just be happy right this minute?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you're thinking on the future. I'm going to have to do this, I have to do that. Or remembering, why did I do this? Why did I do that? You're not in the present. You're not aware when if you sit down and just enjoy the present as it is, good or bad, that's like the freedom of getting to being happy.
Yes, and it's interesting to me because I think a lot of people want to believe what you just said is true, but it's a big responsibility to go, all right, well, I need to take ownership of this and I need to choose to be happy and stop waiting. Sometimes the waiting is a crutch because we're always waiting, and so that gives us permission to not be happy yet. And for some people, that's how they live their lives. I agree with you. I choose. We all get in bad moods and have rough times, but you can choose. If your state of mind is one that's usually in some form of happiness, content, joy, then all of that extracurricular stuff going on, it's more easily palatable. It's easier to swallow. So tell me, I love this, by the way. Tell me about your musical style. Tell us about, you create the songs too. So you're a songwriter. Give us a little bit of background on what kind of music you do.
I think my music would be a mixture between Leonard Koehn, Joy Division, and Slowdive. So it's a bit of a mixture of genres, probably between dream pop, shoegaze, and post-punk. I don't really like to tag a style as because it can. Right now, for example, the new album I'm working on, it has a bit of a different style with lots of synthesizers, and before it was more acoustic and cello. So it's a creative changing process. And I think like the common thing about my music is like the message of the songs, always like trying to get this awareness message and kind of a Zen Buddhist message.
So tell me if you tell us all, share with us what motivates you or what inspires you when you're writing music. Is it something that was personal, or is it something you saw on TV? Where do you get the inspiration? Because we have a lot of singer-songwriters that come on, and it's amazing to me how different that answer is every time. I would think it would be, well, somebody broke up with me, so I have heartbreak, and now I'm going to sing about that. Or I'm happy, I love the outside, so I'm going to sing about that. It's not that easy or cut and dry.
I think a lot of things inspire me. Being in nature inspires me a lot. I always like to run on the weekends, to go on the mountains, or to go surfing, or to go snowboarding. Like the contact with nature gives me a lot of inspiration. Traveling, visiting museums, also it's a lot of inspiration, and watching arty movies, and visiting art installations, architecture as well, people, urbanism, everything. I think I absorb a little bit of everything, and always trying to get this message of taking care of the earth, and being conscious, being happy. I only written one song, one love song for my wife, but mostly the songs are about love, but about love for life, not for a person.
And I love that you can absorb that. That was such a good word, a great way to describe it. But you also absorb it, and then you're able to give it back to the world in the form and expression that you have, which touches more people. All right, so let's get into it. Tell us what you're going to perform for us today. Okay. And I'm going to take myself off, and you're going to be front and center.
Great. I will be performing a new song. No one has heard this. It's called Melancholia. It was inspired a bit by Lars von Trier's movie, which is a nostalgic view of the world ending. No? The movie is about these two moons that will collapse into the planet, and it has a melancholic vision, like to value life while you're in front of these big planets that you're about to die. But I think, although it could be interpreted as a tragic thing, it's also like a beautiful thing, like to value this moment in life. So
I love it.
It's called.
All right, here he goes.
Okay,
playing one of those amazing guitars he has.
Okay, great. When I'm gone, don't wanna be forgotten. As moonlight fades on planet Earth, it's only life. Every day we die. Changing now happens anyhow. Thoughts and time, a visual mind, shadows pass, fading life, a photograph, two moonshine, a blue light's near. Nothing's fine. Horses' breath, I hear. The end is near. It's only life. Every day we die.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you now the truth. I tell everybody this who watches the show. I take myself off mainly because if you're bad, I can't hide my face. It's the truth. I did it once and somebody was so over the top, God bless them, horrible, but I never again. So I loved that song. First of all, I loved the beginning and I love the music. It was melodic and captivating, I think. But the thing that surprised me the most was when you whistled in the middle. And I thought that is such a cool addition to the song. It just, I don't know. I loved every bit of it, Chris. I thought it was really, really good.
Thank you very much, Dave.
And so I understand what you're saying. So that song, while it might have been talking about positive, there was a little bit of tragic in there, right? It's almost over, or it's almost the end. And I know that there were a lot of analogies you were making in it, but I thought it was really good. Really good. So excellent. All right. So how do they find your music? How can we best find you? I put the Instagram link down there. Is that best? Where can we go to get your stuff?
Well, my music is on all digital platforms. In Spotify, I have a nice playlist with all my music. It's called This is Chris Koehn. So it has all my latest singles, and also my music videos are on YouTube. I just released a music video a day before yesterday, which is really nice, from a live session I did here at home, like playing simultaneously drums and guitars and keyboards.
Nice.
So, a really nice trip, and also Amazon Music, Deezer, Apple Music, all digital platforms.
Fantastic. You all go out and support Chris. The Instagram is there, but I've tagged him on pretty much every other platform. Our artists want to give you more. The 2020 was a challenge for most, and so 2021, let's get behind them. Let's try to figure out how to help them continue to give great music like Chris does. Thank you, Chris. Come back anytime you've got a new song, want to talk about anything. I thought that was really, really awesome. Thank you.
Excellent. Thanks.
All right, guys, we'll be back later. Support Chris. Go to his Instagram. We'll see you.